There was a study here. This is from the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, which is part of the NIH National Institute of Health, study from UC Davis, dated January 2009. It says that there's been a 700 to 800% increase in autism since 1990 in California. The autism rate overall in the United States is up 1 to 1 in 88 children will have autism now, up from just as recently as 1975. It was 1 in 5,000. Now it's 1 in 88. And the talking point that's given on the news when they report this is that it's surveillance related, or that it's genetic related. And you'll notice when they do the talking points, they always qualify it, and they say such and such say that it could be this or it could be that. That's the way they control the issue with the talking points. But this study, if you have a child with autism and you're told that we don't know why, and it could be the fact that we're doing such a good job of tracking this, and that's why, so don't worry about it, just give us money, just go the fundraising route. And what this study says, this is a paper, a real paper from UC Davis. It says all that funding is channeled into something that they know is not causing autism. So it's just, they create these diseases, these new diseases, and then they become cash cows. And it has a double benefit for the system, because one, it's eugenics, population reduction, and it's a cash cow for the system. So it's a total screwing over of the population, and it's just absolutely so horrific beyond belief. But anyway, the study, if anyone tries to give you that talking point about that it's because we're doing such a good job of tracking now, and so they give themselves a pat on the back and say, we're the good guys, give us money for these studies. And the money goes into looking at genetics. It's eugenics. They're going to sell you away. They're going to sell people away. First they create diseases, and then they sell you to fix the diseases that they create. So I'll give you 2 items here on autism. This paper proves, it's obvious that it's not caused by the tracking, and it's obviously not genetics, because it's across the board. The rate is across the board. Autism is not genetic disease. The other item is the real reason for it. The real reason for autism is a gut disease. It's an intestinal. It's a. This is related. This is called. This website tells you what's really the real cause is, and they know this. That's why they're trying to cover it up. And it's related to the bee die-offs, because the bees are basically they're getting the same thing because they're eating the same thing. They're part of the same food chain. They're just dying off because bees are smaller than humans. Okay? We're dying off slower because we're bigger, but we're going to die off just like the bees are. That's the plan. That's what it's for. Okay? Now that's not these papers saying this. That's my interpretation of it. But these are, one of these is a paper from the National Institute of Health. That's as mainstream as it can get, saying, no, it's not the tracking, it's real. There really is autism. But they give the people that are stupid, the parents of the autistic children, the system treats you like you're stupid. That's the way they view you. You're just a cash cow to them. They're actually striking you down with eugenics and population reduction, at the same time sucking all the resources out of the population, channeling it into the people controlling the system. It goes into the people who control the system. They're the ones doing the eugenics against the population. That's my interpretation. Read these papers and you'll see that the thing about the talking points are all bogus that they give people. There really is real autism. It's real. And there really is no official explanation for it. The official explanation, the official reason that they know, it's a gut disease. It's an intestinal tract. It has to do with the foods we eat. It's environmental. That's what the paper from UC Davis says, that it's obviously environmental factors, not genetics, because it's across the board. It's the same thing that's killing the bees. It's what they're eating. It's the food chain. The food chain. The real reason is it has to do with the food. Okay, read the National Institute of Health. It's environmental factors, obviously. What's the environment? It's what we take into our bodies that's poisoning us. And it's getting the bees because they're small.